So I'm working on this grandfather clock, and I noticed the sound board here is not very stable. It moves around, and that will affect the alignment of the hammers for the chimes and the quarter tones. So I'm going to add some spacing in here. I'm going to add these blocks in here and tie the soundboard to the head of the clock so it can't shift around anymore. But it's a little difficult to get in there with, I'd like to be able to screw blocks of wood into it. I can screw in up here, I have room, but I don't have enough room to screw in on this side because of the panel here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to glue the wood here on this side and pin it with a nail. And then here I'll drill up and put in a screw, because I can do a screw there. And so I'm using these square drive screws. And I've got a square driver here. But what I want to do is mark the location so I can pre-drill the hole there. So what I'm going to do is set that up in place. And I can just push that up in there. And I've got a mark now that I can pre-drill for my screw. So now I can screw that up in there. But before I do, I'm going to put some glue on this piece. This piece I'll permanently attach to there because it will, you can remove it from the top screws. I'm going to apply a little glue on it. I'll be gluing right in here. I'm also going to pin it with a nail just to ensure that it stays. The square drives are nice so that you don't have to worry about them slipping out like a Phillips or a slotted. Then I can drill that and hit it with this nail here. And then later I can go back and tighten the screws. I'm using a little fine finishing nail here. I've got one mounted in there. I just need to tighten it up a little bit. So now I'm going to finish tightening this up, and then I will put another one. It's already beefed it up quite a bit. Now I'm going to install one here on this side. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark where to pre-drill the hole. And there's a panel that goes inset here, so I want to at least be flush or maybe a little recessed so it won't interfere with where that panel was. And I could almost, I could probably run that screw right into the wood, but I don't want to risk splitting it. So I'll pre-drill a hole here. And switch over to the drill bit for the nail that I'm going to pre-drill also. And I'm going to add some glue right along where that will be. And I think I'm going to leave the nail off on this side because it was already stabilized by this one. So that's all I need to do is lift that dry. And so now the soundboard is rigidly in place, and it used to have problems if you move the clock around, the hands, the alignment would be lost for the hammers. And sometimes it kind of come and goes unstable because this wasn't very rigidly connected. But now I think it'll be fine. Thanks for watching and good luck with your clock projects. So now that I have the soundboard stabilized, I can go in and adjust these hammers. You can see they're not hitting correctly right now. So I'm going to make some adjustments on that. The hammers are soft brass, so they're easy to bend. So I can just take this one and hold it here and just slightly bend. So I get it centered onto the chime rod, but not resting on the chime rod. There's also a screw. You can adjust the angle of the hammer and the position if you need to. So these are working pretty good now. Now I'm going to check the hourly hammers. They're on the other side of the clock here. You can see them right there. They all hit at once. So what I'm doing is hitting it and then pushing that specific hammer to see if it dampens after it starts ringing. And I can feel it more than I can hear it. So those seem to be okay. So now I can go ahead and put the back here on the case. This one's held in by 3 screws. And it's a good idea to get all the screws started before you fully tighten any one of them down. That's just standard procedure on pretty much anything you put together. Especially important with machine screws. Wood screws would probably find a way to bite. There we go. Now I can put in the side panel here. It simply slides in and drops in place. And there's another one on the back side here. Go ahead and do that one. So now that I can put the clock into position and level it up, that'll be another, do that on another day, where once I get the clock where it's going to be, I have to level the clock to make it perfectly plumb, and then I can begin to work on making it run. But I'm pretty sure if it's level and plumb, it'll run. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And good luck with your clocks.